on speakerphone. Okay, Mike? Okay. I don't think we need Jim Woodard, but we'll ask. We actually had Jim Woodard with GMA financing. He said he would join us by phone, but does anybody feel like they need him, or is everybody okay and pretty much understands what they have?
Might be a good idea to get him on, just in case. In case anybody has any, if we have any questions. But we don't have to do it later.
I'm good with it. I want to work with the police and my.
I kind of like to have him on there. Do you want to put him near that microphone right there?
So please be heard.
Hey Jim, this is Alicia. How are you? I'm good. We're about to start our public hearing, so I was going to put you on speaker. All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
So everybody can hear one, okay.
Hey, can you put it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. And we don't need to amend the agenda, it's not applicable. So we have public hearing for the finance and the acquisition of a mechanical shop for the city of Blue Ridge. And basically, this is a shop that we're buying that attaches to our sewer plant now currently. It is 6 acres, I believe, is that correct?
Almost 7, yeah, 6.34 something.
Yeah, it's just a little over 6. And the purchase price is $1.2 million. So we have Mr. Woodard on the phone, and we have Mike Painter on the phone joining us too. So does anybody have any questions?
Did we find out if they require appraisal with that type of financing? They don't?
Okay, so I did say we were opening the public hearing, right? I did say we were opening. Let me make sure I used the right terms.
Okay.
I don't really have any questions. I've looked at the building, we've been by there.
Do we need to have anybody look at the electrical, anything in it? Is it all,
Yeah, we probably need to freeze them a little.
Looks like everything's in great shape.
I mean, Jeff keeps things up, I don't think it's good.
It's currently being used.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have to customize it to what we need anyways, when they're out there and do some customizations, I'm
I
sure.
don't really think they will have to, because it's been pretty much a shock for him to do water and sewer. That's what he does, install water lines and sewer lines.
They were
So-
talking about having upstairs an office, he's got a semi-apartment.
Go back to the end.
That's what they'll do there.
Got it.
And,
Back.
yeah,
Okay.
and the other one. the one
You
that-
want to have any questions?
No, I'm good. I'm happy Saturday.
Yes. Thank- No, the two on the side, I've learned.
All right, so we just need to authorize,
Yeah, the first
we'll go
two
ahead and
are
close the public hearing, since there's no
Oh,
questions from
no.
anyone. And we'll go ahead and approve the resolution. And Jim, I guess we can let you go for the resolution.
Sure, that'd be fine.
I just thought if they had financing questions, it would be,
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, remember, you have to do the regular meeting first, or special call meeting first. But yeah, this is the motion to approve the resolution as presented is all we need.
well, it's only in this meeting that we're doing it. We did the public hearing, and then we're gonna open up, we're gonna do the resolution right behind it.
Perfect. That sounds
Okay,
good.
all right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, so the resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Blue Ridge authorizing, among other things, the execution of documents relating to the acquisition of a mechanical shop. Whereas at the request of the mayor and council of the city of Blue Ridge, Georgia, the Georgia Municipal Association will purchase certain real property and improvements to be used as a mechanical shop. The city has hereto determined that it is in the best interest of the city to purchase the property from the seller in accordance with an installment sale agreement to be dated on or before December. So what date are we saying now, Alicia? It will be after the 9th, we think.
He said it possibly the end of this week, so still this week, but their closing date hasn't been set yet.
Okay.
He's getting with the bank.
So that date will be determined by the closing date, which should be at the end of this week or the first of next week. Whereas the seller will execute a deed to secure debt and security agreement to be dated on the same date in favor of the bank. Whereas the seller has requested that the city execute and deliver an agreement regarding environmental activity to be dated on or before December, the date of the purchase. So we have 5 exhibits. We have the installment sale agreement, the transfer agreement, the deed, the environmental agreement, and the financial terms. Now therefore be it resolved, it is hereby resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Blue Ridge as follows. Findings, the obligation of the city to make the payments under the installment sale agreement. I'm not reading the entire thing, I'm gonna hit the sections. If somebody has something that they have that they need more detail, they can read through it. Section 2, authorization of installment sale agreement. Section 3, consent to transfer agreement. Section 4, consent to deed. Section 5, authorization of environmental agreement. Section 6, general authority. Section 7, appropriation of minimum annual appropriated amount. Section 8, bank qualification designation. Section 9, authorization of IRS Form 8038-G. Section 10, authorization of federal tax certificate. Section 11, actions ratified, approved, and confirmed. Section 12, no personal liability. Section 13, severability of invalid provisions. Section 14, terms of loan. Section 15, repealing clause. Section 16, effective date. Okay, and the installment sales amount is $1.2 million. And Alicia, do you know the interest rate? I know we sent it out, but I thought it was on this document, so I didn't write it down.
1.86.
1.86. Okay, do I have a motion to approve the resolution for the purchase of the property next to our sewer plant, known as the Jeff Holloway property at this point?
Do we have a legal description address for that? Because there is a building on it, so we should have a 911 number, shouldn't we?
Yes, I'll give it in the 911 address.
Okay, I'm just thinking of the resolution, do we need
Do you know the
that?
911
I think
address?
it's 482 Windy Ridge, but,
Do you want to verify that
Yeah,
before I say that,
please do.
have them put that in the minutes?
yeah, real quick. Not just,
Hmm? 40, yeah. Those pictures are crooked. Drive me crazy.
490.
You're close.
Okay, the location is 492 Windy Ridge Road. Windy Ridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we accept the resolution to purchase the property located at 492 Windy Ridge Road, Blue Ridge, Georgia, 30513.
I'll second.
All in favor? Rhonda?
Yes.
Nathan?
Yes.
Robbie?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting. Oh, I can't make a motion, we adjourn the meeting. Did I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Yes.
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 Okay, and I know we've had discussion about a special call meeting. Was everybody given proper notice for a special call meeting? Because the notice I got was not for a special call.
What was
So-
it for?
For hiring.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean it wasn't for a special call?
I have the recording. It just says that when you cancel this, it's only gonna have the public hearing on it.
You got an email?
But it says you personally, if you read the charter, it says a personal.
Actually, state law, according, this is from legal, state law
Okay.
states that a special meeting, when a meeting is held, other than at the regular scheduled meeting place, written or oral notice, place or time, written or oral notice shall be given at least 24 hours in advance to the legal organ and newspaper to which a newspaper of general circulation. That was given to Molly. Molly actually sent a response yesterday that she had received it. If the agency meets in a county where a legal organ is published less than 4 times a week, our broadcaster of the county may request in advance to be notified verbally or by fax within 24 hours. So it's still a 24-hour, and that's what we met. So if you don't feel comfortable, Mayor, I'll be glad to preside over the meeting.
Well,
If you don't feel
read what our
comfortable
charter
doing it.
says, it says that we are to be notified by,
By
So-
the police officer?
So,
well, no, in person, it could be
so
clerk.
you followed those orders the entire time you've been mayor for the last 12 years?
We have
No,
clerks that
no,
send
I
out
was,
those.
it was just a yes or no question.
Yes.
No one has
No, you
ever
haven't.
done
You've
them
never
in
done
person.
that.
That
So
has
you
never
can
been
follow your own
done
rules.
since when I was in office, the first time, my first year in office, which was 12 years ago.
So if
That
you,
was
if you want,
done.
if you want to have your meeting, Rhonda,
I will.
I think what our
Yeah, if you don't
charter
feel
says is
comfortable
what
presiding,
says.
it's
If you
legal,
don't feel
then
comfortable presiding, I'll preside
this is
over it.
ridiculous.
Because
It
what
says,
you're trying
or by
to do is
telephone
interfere.
personally.
What you're
You
trying
can
to
do it by
do
phone.
is, this is,
We're not creating trouble, like, this is.
Okay, well,
ridiculous.
my meeting was adjourned, so you go ahead and do it if you think
Okay.
that it
Right.
follows the charter.
Well,
So
we'll wait
we
till
just-
7.
Mike,
I'm
you
glad
want
you're worried
to
about following the charter now.
We'll wait till 5:15, and I think Harold did want to be a part of that. Christina, could you call him, please?
Mike, are you staying on?
I'll stay on and listen,
Okay.
but I've not seen a resume, I've not seen anything, and
Now, those did go out this morning at 9:30.
You were actually called last week, and all the council were notified before, and this is simply just a ratification because we have approval of 3 council members, of all 3 employees, and everyone was given an opportunity, everyone was called. This is just simply a ratification of this employment. These are key employees who have to be hired. You cannot operate a city without a finance director, nor can you without a city clerk, and since the city clerk left, we've been short-staffed, and we've had 1 person at the front desk, and we did get someone to replace her as well on a 3-day basis. This could be considered an emergency situation because our clerk has already left. She left last Thursday. Finance director leaves this week, and she's had ample opportunity to train, and that's why we called the council members, me being one, and it was ratified.
Who were the other 2?
It was Nathan and Harold. And actually Robbie has been contacted as well.
Does he want to be involved in the meeting? Okay, so.
what was Robbie's question?
Robbie hasn't had a question yet, they're waiting on Harold.
You want to be part of the meeting? You feel up to it? Okay. Well, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone, okay? All right.
Okay, I'm going to be acting as Mayor Pro Tem since Mayor Whitener does not want to participate. So, do I have a motion? Well, I'm just going to call this meeting to order. We have 3 items on this agenda, and these are simply ratifications of employees.
Rhonda,
Yes.
just need to get it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Shall I do that over? Okay, I'm going to act as Mayor Pro Tem. Mayor Whitener did not want to participate in this meeting. This is simply a meeting, which I'm calling to order now, to employ 3, for the employment of 3 new employees, well, 2 new ones and 1 that we're transferring from one department to another. The first person is our finance director. As we all know, Alicia's leaving and taking a position in Gilmer County, and she sat in on the interviews as well as Barbie, and we let her help make a decision on who she felt was the most qualified. And we were very lucky in that he was able to start training last week. And his name is Michael Richardson. He is actually in the room with us today if anyone has any questions for him. We did, as I said, got ratification. We just will be ratifying this now. We got approval from Harold, from myself, and from Nathan. And I guess we just need a motion. We are going to pay him $27 an hour. Alicia's currently making $32. So he's going to be making $27 an hour, working 5 days a week.
Benefits?
With benefits, yes.
Yeah. I'll make a motion that we approve the new finance director at $27 an hour.
Okay, do I have a second? Second. Okay. Let's do a roll call vote. Nathan?
Yes.
Robbie?
Yes.
Harold?
Yeah.
And Mike?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next item is city clerk. We got quite a few applicants, and we were lucky that one of our in-house employees, who is Amy Mintz, she asked to have a transfer of jobs, and she is very well qualified. I've been very impressed with her. I've been working with her this week, and I believe Kelly worked with her as well. She also helps the police department, and her post is still in good standing. She's helping with warrants also. And she was,
Continue to, right?
yeah, continue to. So she was making $15 an hour doing that, and that's above the pay scale just for the post position. So what we want to do is start her out at $16.50, and that because the regular would start out at $15. So if we start her at $16.50, that should.
But what about for the police department? Like that's
Yeah.
just going to be combined?
Yes.
Is she
Yep.
comfortable with that?
She is.
Okay.
And Robbie's thrilled for her to be doing that, so. Okay, do I have a motion to hire or to transfer Amy from front reception to city clerk?
I'll make a motion. Is it Mintz?
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we transfer Amy Mintz to be full-time City of Blue Ridge clerk with a pay rate of $16.50 an hour.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, well, let's do a roll call vote. Nathan?
Yes.
Robbie?
Yes.
Harold?
Yes.
And Mike?
Yes.
And the last position is for a front reception, and what we've talked about here, we'd actually looked at getting someone from the high school, but we do not have anyone who is willing to do that at this time. In fact, they have employees waiting for their students to work, and we did that with one of our city clerks, Kelsey.
Even if you could get somebody part-time, if you'll ever need them from up there that work for them, that'd be great.
Yeah, and they're looking still for us to do that. So what we are doing now, we've talked to someone who's willing to work just 3 days a week without benefits. And, she hopes that might turn into a more full-time position. But she's willing to come in at that. And without benefits, we would like to start her at $14 an hour.
And who?
Her name is Kimberly Walden. And she's working reception for an attorney's office, so she has a lot of people skills, understanding of deeds, things like that, and good phone skills and computer skills.
When is she gonna start?
She can start training. She's only working 3 days a week there, so she can start as soon as we hire her. Working, just training.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve Kim Walden at $14 an hour to be front desk.
Do I have a second? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike?
Mike just seconded.
Mike seconded
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he seconded it.
Okay, so let's do a roll call vote. Nathan?
Yes.
Robbie?
Yes.
Harold?
Yeah.
And Mike?
Yes.
Okay? That's all that's on this agenda, so do I have a motion to call this meeting to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we
Close this
adjourn.
meeting. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, everybody, if you're in favor, raise your hand, or say aye.
Aye.
Aye, okay. Meeting is adjourned.